This woman's case was one of Pennsylvania's first child sex trafficking prosecutions.
My case was one of the first prosecuted cases for child sex trafficking in Western Pennsylvania. My mom struggled with drug addiction, and my father was in and out of prison, so we stayed with another family member that helped take care of us. We received a lot of physical and sexual abuse from that family member, which then led us into the foster care system at a very young age. I endured a lot of sexual abuse from the adopted father, which then led me to kind of be on the streets. I was 14 years old, I was homeless, and that's what led me into the hands of this gentleman that I would see regularly. I took the initiative to ask him if it would be okay if I sold coke for him just to feed myself at that time. Once he found out that I was a minor and on the run, that's when he said that he could take care of me. I wasn't upholding my end, and that's when he started really pushing and forcing me into sex trafficking. He made it seem like it was a choice for a while. If I wanted to live in the house, I would have to sell myself. A couple months down the road where I told him I would rather live in a tent, and that's when the physical abuse started.
Karleigh was trafficked, unaware of the exploitation she was enduring.
Throughout my childhood, there was a lot of grooming and sexual exploitation that I was not aware of. So I remember a lot of sadness, but also still a sense of normalcy with the abuse I was exposed to from probably before I could speak. He told us that if we were to ever be offered more money in exchange for sexual favors, that we are required to take that money. The gentleman who was the undercover officer did offer more money for sexual exchanges, and I had agreed, and then that's when they did realize that I was a minor. And when they did the bust, I was petrified, but it was also one of the biggest feelings of relief. I would be safe, even if it meant I was in a facility, but it was somewhere I can lay my head. I would have 3 meals a day. My case was one of the first prosecuted cases for child sex trafficking in Western Pennsylvania. From there, I've just had a passion on helping people.
Karleigh wrote a book about her journey to raise awareness about the realities of sex trafficking.
There's not a lot of resources or knowledge in regards to this, and we have women and men too being trafficked and exploited right in front of our faces. I started around 2 years ago writing my book, and I'm actually coming up on my 1-year publication. Kind of takes you on a path in my shoes, some of the things that I felt during my childhood and kind of what led me up to the hands of my trafficker as a minor. If you ever find yourself in this predicament, there's help out there, and there's really a whole world full of people that are fighting for you